securityallstar.com, home of the no contract, low price monitoring. So I'm going to review for you 5 of the top systems in the U.S. today, top selling systems in the U.S. today, and I'm explaining to you why people make some of those decisions. And here's kind of how Americans make decisions nowadays. They're generally looking at price first, and then they may be looking at features and benefits, and if you're a woman, you may be looking at features and benefits as aesthetics. It may be a completely different word. And then last, functionality. And I want to submit to you something different when it comes to a security system. Functionality or security really should be the very first thing that you're looking at when you choose a home or business security system. Functionality and aesthetics can probably come second. I would say that price is probably not your top 2 options, because functionality needs to be something you can use, you feel comfortable with, something that works on an app on your phone if you want an app. But functionality and security have to be the first 2 things that you're looking at, because really the price differentiation these days is only really bad when you're talking about companies like ADT or people promoting some of the Honeywell systems. So I'm going to run across about 5 different systems with you today. We're going to talk very, very briefly about them because we don't have the time to go into a bunch of detail, because after about 3 minutes you're going to zone out anyway, and you're not going to hear what I have to say. But first of all, let's talk about security. If security is number 1, and I've got a couple of systems here, but if you're talking about systems and you're talking about security, I'm going to pick 2 of the top selling systems today. One of them is Simplisafe, and that's not on the table here, and one of them is Nest. And let me tell you why I'm not even going to talk about Nest more than a few seconds. Nest is not a security system. It's marketed as a security system, but truly it's just a home automation system. It doesn't call police, fire, and medical. It's not monitored. Although it will send information to an app on your phone, it's truly not a security system. So if you're not at home, you're counting on your neighbors to call the fire department for you. And really, there's nobody going to be coming to help you out if you have a panic button situation or a hostage situation. Nest simply is not going to do that for you. Next, we're going to talk about Simplisafe, and I want to be very, very clear. Simplisafe does a phenomenal job of marketing. They are a security system, and what they've done better than anything else is they've gotten great endorsements by people who most of us trust. As a matter of fact, I have an endorsement here I'm going to share with you shortly. But I want to share this article with you. This is an article from Security Sales and Integration magazine. They're a third party. They do all types of articles on different security systems, access control, surveillance, everything in the marketplace that's available. This article is from 2016. I forgot when it was, and I have to put my glasses on to see. But the headline says, "Why Consumers Should Say No to Simplisafe." I'm only going to give you a few reasons why we have to remove Simplisafe. Now, our monthly monitoring is about the same price as Simplisafe. We're $1 less. We don't charge for video. Simplisafe charges you for video. So when you start adding video on, we're clearly less than Simplisafe. The hardware is about the same price. But here's a couple of the biggest problems that Security Sales Integration magazine comes up with regards to Simplisafe. No supervisory faults. They use the Radio Shack standards from the 1980s. There's no tamper, so if somebody tampers with the system, you don't get notifications. Somebody can easily come in and disarm or disable the system before it's able to make a call to EMS services for you. They can throw it on the ground and smash it and crash it. None of these systems can be circumvented that way. They're truly really state-of-the-art security systems, and unfortunately Simplisafe is a lot more interested in their endorsements than they are in their investment in technology. That's the way we see it. And this was interesting today. This actually came in, this is dated November 1st. This came in the mail today. One more phenomenal endorsement. I am a member of the NRA. So the NRA also endorsed Simplisafe today. Actually, really didn't endorse it. They just said, hey, you get a deal on Simplisafe if you sign up for the NRA. What the NRA doesn't know is they haven't looked, I guarantee you, at this magazine talking about all of the security breaches and the faults that are inherent with that Simplisafe system. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to talk about the systems that we know are secure, that we know are safe, and it's these. There's 3 of them here. Now this first one is the 2 gig system. You may talk about this 2 gig system. Now we've end of lifed this 2 gig system. This is what I have in my home. Apex put it out, Vivint put it out. A lot of the major companies carried this system. Now, not everybody did it with no contract. We've always done it with no contract. We have no contract monitoring. Our monitoring starts at $13.99 a month with some of our systems like the Ultrasync system. So we truly do have the lowest price monitoring in the United States. But this is a great system. But what's happened is, as the evolution of systems have come along, we now have systems that have dual and triple redundancy, meaning that they've got Ethernet, they've got Wi-Fi, and they have cellular. The other thing that these two systems have, which is the Ultrasync Hub and the IQ2 panel by Qolsys, is they both have a kind of a smash and grab technology. If a criminal breaks into your home and they take this system and they throw it on the floor, they can't circumvent the system. What's built into that alarm panel comes with something called a smash and grab technology. Once it's been notified that an event has happened, it's going waiting for a disarm signal, waiting for a disarm signal. This panel, the Qolsys IQ2 panel, which is the touchscreen model, this does the same thing. I'm waiting for a disarm signal. I'm waiting for a disarm signal. If that disarm signal never ever comes and an event has happened, the police, fire, and medical are going to automatically be dispatched. In fact, if you have an alarm.com system that's on the Qolsys or that's on another, there's a couple of panels that have this same thing on it. This 2 gig still has the alarm.com. It's going to be doing the same thing. It's going to be sending a possible smash and crash to the monitoring station. The monitoring station is then going to dispatch police, fire, and medical. So I'm not talking about a couple of systems that people are probably really wanting to evaluate. I'm not going to evaluate the ADT Pulse, and here's why. ADT, without exception, is going to try their best to get you into a 3, sometimes a 5-year contract. And their monitoring is the highest in the nation, but yet they're not rated the best monitoring station in the United States. We represent one of the best monitoring stations. It is called Security Central. 5-star rated. They have an average of about 7 seconds of a response time. It's all, if you call, you're also going to talk with an English-speaking person who's in the United States. They have triple redundancy. They're the only monitoring station that we know of that has triple redundancy with 3 different geographic locations, meaning if there's a hurricane, there's an earthquake, there's an event, most likely your monitoring is still going to work. Again, that's Security Central. We at securityallstar.com think that Security Central is the best thing ever made. So I can't talk about ADT Pulse. I don't like contracts. If you're a consumer, hopefully you don't like contracts. I also don't talk about Honeywell. And here's the reason I don't talk about Honeywell. There are so many good pieces of hardware you can get nowadays, like the IQ2 panel from Qolsys. It comes with all those phenomenal features. It does automation. It does, of course, security, police, fire, medical. It has video that you can attach to it. The app is the #1 rated app in almost 3 million stores and businesses throughout the United States, far more than the Honeywell system. And it also will automate thermostats, locks, lights. You can know when your kids get home. You can know when your employees arm and disarm your system. So basically it does employee time and attendance. This one also comes with us. We give a free membership to LifeLock. So if you want to have your background taken care of, phenomenal system. If you want to have storm alerts, weather alerts, tornado alerts, hurricane alerts, phenomenal system. It comes with that one. If you don't want to have all that stuff and you just want to make sure that you call police, fire, and medical, phenomenal system. Same thing with the Ultrasync system. I want to encourage you, if you're looking at buying a home security system, if you don't buy from securityallstar.com, Livewatch and Frontpoint have the same system that we carry, the Qolsys. Ours is less, our monitoring is less, but they have the same system that we have. Whatever you do, this is one of the worst systems on the market. And I'm telling you, our hardware, especially with the Ultrasync Hub, is about the same price as this. When you compare monitoring month over month and you add video, Simplisafe is more than we are. Our monitoring is never more than $23.99 unless you want a Prime membership where we'll ship you guns for free and we'll ship you ammo for free and we'll ship you a lot of, we'll send you a lot of discounts on regular. We're the only security store in the United States that offers you home defense. That's a whole other topic. But anyway, if you're looking at a system, take Nest off. It's not even a security system. Simplisafe, you don't need my word. You can take the word of third-party professionals about it. I want to encourage you, go to securityallstar.com. Type into the search bar, look up the Ultrasync Hub, ULTRASYNC, Ultrasync Hub, or go look at the Qolsys IQ2 panel. Phenomenal security systems. The monthly monitoring is no contract, no term. We're going to be as inexpensive as Simplisafe is, and we're going to beat the pants off of them as far as security for your home, family, and things that you hold dear. securityallstar.com, providing powerful protection for everything you hold dear.